All right, Maxie. You and me are streaming out to the world again here, huh? Hello there, Sydney Cat. Hope you all are doing well on this unusual Thursday live stream. But we're not going to be at home Saturday during our normal time. So we're going to go live today. Now, Mr. Maximus here with his big old nose had a rough day. The reason he had a rough day, he had to go to the vets. Hello there, Catitude. Hope you're doing well. So he had to go to the vet because he had been having some goopy, gunky, yucky eyeball. Hello, Bruce. Hello, Ryan. Hello, Rosemary. You all are doing well. It's funny. I don't know how your cats are, but sometimes with these cats, Maximus, you got to show your handsome face off here. Sometimes when we mention the word vets, or they hear the word vets, whatever might be ailing them, they seem to get rid of, or it seems to disappear. Hello there, Betty. Hope you're doing well today. Thanks for joining us on this Thursday. Hope everybody's doing well on this Thursday. So his eye, this eye in particular, his left eyeball, which I'm going to open up just a little bit, is doing pretty good. We did check his blood pressure, and initially, unsurprisingly, it was obviously a little high. They tested him 4 times, and each time they ran his blood pressure. It got lower and lower each time. So they weren't concerned about any high blood pressure. They're pretty much just thinking, it could be allergy related. Hello there, Bird. If you are new to the channel, hello and welcome. If y'all love cats and you're new here, feel free to join this kitty family. We're all about cats. We do have 9, and we do donate all of our channel revenue at the end of each month to various cat charities. Hello there, Rachel. Hope you're doing well. Bruce, his levels, his glucose levels are doing pretty well. We're actually, Bruce, going to do a, excuse me. We're actually going to be doing a blood glucose curve on him on Sunday, Bruce. So we'll kind of see where he's at. We have a feeling we're going to have a pretty good curve because everything's looking well for him. He's drinking less. He's not seeming like he's as hungry as he used to be. He's able to jump up onto this table. He's getting pretty darn close to being able to walk on his paws, but not quite. Hello there, Augustine. How you doing? Thank you for joining us. If you're new, hello also. Hello there, Tigress. How you doing? How are all the kitties, Tigress? Nala. I can't think of the other ones. But Bruce, though, to answer your question, his numbers are looking pretty good for the most part. So we are, it seems like we're on the right track here. Those who might be new, I do these live streams for about an hour, a couple times a week. Hello there, Ben. Hope you're doing well. I figured you meant hi, not HIV. It's all good, all good. Hello there, Kevin. Hope everybody's doing well on this Thursday evening here, just hanging out with these kitty cats. Now, I will tell you something, I thought a little bit of a funny story. So, unfortunately for Maximus here, he used to not hate cages or Bruce, no, he doesn't favor his legs at all anymore. I'll try to get him walk so y'all could see him before we go on to other kitties. Ben, you have 6 cats. Awesome. Uh, so like I was saying, he used to be pretty good with cages. Like he wouldn't like, run up to him and say, "Oh, it's a cage, Joy. I'm gonna go to the vets." Right? But he would never like, run from them. But ever since he had his episodes, going to all his vet visits, about a month ago or so, whenever we bring out the cage now, he curls up and he gets that kind of fearful look in his eyes, or he tries to hide and run. Um, and then once we get him into the cage, he starts. Yes, Maximus, I'm talking about you. He does a lot of meowing, and he definitely sings his song of the tuxedo people as I'm driving to the vet, which thankfully is not very far away. Hello there, Maya. Thanks for joining us on this Thursday. Bird, your kitty, your mom used to have a lot of cats. Awesome. Um, Now, when I got out of the car and got him out of the car, I took a few steps and I think he saw the vet building and he did one of his like meows. And then he like growled. He's like meow. "Arr." So he's like, he was a bit angry. He's like, I'm here again. Hello there, Debbie. Hello there, crafting bro. How you doing? But anyways, uh, so that was Max, his story at the vet today. Overall, he did well, and overall, the vet thought maybe a little allergens, something else, who knows, but nothing serious. He weighed about 11.3, point 4 pounds or so, so he's definitely, getting up there on the weight. Hello there, Maria Paz. It's been a little while, Maria. I forgot, I might have forgotten how to say your name, but thankfully, I'm pretty sure it's Maria Paz. Now, we will see if we have any, I guess, I'll put it, interesting people in chat today, um, and kind of go from there. Augustine, you have three kitties and you love them. Awesome. What are the kitties' names? What kind of cats are they? I'm going to stop talking for a few minutes here and let Max just kind of do a little purring. I'll get to that question in a moment. Just give me a second. Hello, Icon. How you doing on this Thursday? How's everybody doing on this Thursday? Y'all doing well, I hope? Let me see. Who had a question? Ben. So, how many times should you feed cats treats? Ben, I would say like once a day, once to twice a day, a few treats at a time is normally what we do with these nine cats, and they seem good with it. Just don't like make it into like one of their meals or anything. Wet noodles. Say PS 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 from you. You miss your kitty. He would have been 20. Okay. Hello there, Dachshund. How you doing, Dachshund? How are the kitties doing? Hopefully they're doing a little bit better today. Now, normally, I think most of you know, I kind of have a bit of a set pattern on my how I do these live streams. I'm not going to get Yoda his toy today, his laser toy, because I don't want him to start thinking that Thursday is also a day for the toy. I got to keep it in his mind. It's only Tuesdays and Saturdays. So he might be disappointed, but that's just how it's going to be. Hello there, Richard. Hope you're doing well. Maria Paz, you think that's what your mother-in-law did? Make treats a meal, so now two of your cats are overweight? Could be. Could be. Richard, 13-year-old with a 25 pound, then he went down to 10 or 15 pounds, 13 years. Okay. Richard, any pass away from 13 years? I'm not sure what that means, Richard. Could you say that in a different way? I am a little slow and old, so uh, sometimes I don't understand. Here, let's see if I can get Maxie to walk a little bit. Come on, Maxie. Oh, come on, you loaf. Come on. Oh, hello there, SMT. I do remember you. It's been a while. The last thing I remember from you, SMT, you were having some kind of a medical procedure going on. So I hope that went well. Maximus. Come on, buddy. Let's get down on your blanket and go get a nap. Right? Is it nap time? Why? You're like, why did you kick me off of your desk? Or off of my desk here? Max, is it food? See how his eyeballs get all big? He's like, food. I know. How disturbing. It's an empty bowl, huh? Well, he may not walk right now. He may not have any interest in walking. Instead, he's just going to flop over. SMT, you finally started your channel and you gained 60 folks in only 3 weeks. Well, that's cool. Good for you. I hope you have continued success. Bruce, I was gonna send you an email reply because I know you sent me a short about asking if something was legit or not. I think that it's not because I looked into that short. I looked into that channel a little bit more. They sell birds, not birds. They sell bird toys. So it looks like what they do, they just piece together, like cats that are looking sad in cages, and they say, if you buy this bird, then the cats will be happy again. So I'm not going to say it's a scam because I was reading some of the comments who do say it's a scam. I don't think it's a scam, but I think it's misleading, very misleading, unfortunately. And, it kind of makes me a bit annoyed because it's those type of channels that take away from channels like and communities like this community who's actually doing good work out there. And some people think, there's hundreds and thousands of cat channels out there and a lot of good ones, but there's a lot of ones that are very misleading or, try to just tug at people's heartstrings in order for them to do stuff they wouldn't normally do. It's very manipulative. But, hey. So I was just going to send you an email on that, Bruce, but I'm like, you're here, so I'll just talk about it for a moment. But that's my opinion on that video, Bruce, because I looked through their channel and all they do is shorts, and literally all the shorts, it's the same setup. So you always got to be careful what you see on YouTube. That's why for me, that's why I do these donations live with y'all, so you can see, hey, X came in and X goes out. Oh, speaking of donations and speaking of stuff like that, excuse me. I don't know if any of you remember the kitty named Fields. Fields was one of the senior cats that the community sponsored over the weekend, and Fields got adopted today. So either later tonight, I probably won't since I'm already doing this live stream and I had a short earlier. Probably tomorrow, I'll let the community know that Fields got adopted. So one of the other senior kitties got adopted today. So that's always good news. Hello there, Lewis. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. So again, and I don't know, maybe I'll make a short out of it. I won't make a video out of just one kitty getting adopted, but maybe I'll make a short and a post. I definitely will say that I have, I haven't responded to your comments. I'm bad sometimes in getting responses to comments, but I've read your comments about the video about Instead of doing a community post, instead we're going to be doing a a video. And I think going into the future, I'm definitely going to do that at the end of each month, like when we do the donations. Another thing I'm thinking about doing as well, and Ben, I'm going to get to your question again. Just give me a second, okay? Um, Hello there, John. How you doing? Another thing I'm going to start doing as well is maybe starting with the donation places that we have now, or just picking just some random cat rescue somewhere around the world and talking about them for a few minutes, like showing some cats, and then just like maybe getting people like aware of, hey, there's these cats that are in your neighborhood, and if you love cats and if you're thinking about adopting a cat, you can go adopt this cat, for example. So that's something I'm thinking about doing as well. Ben, let me get to your question. What do you say about some people kick out their cats from their houses? I think that those people shouldn't be having cats to begin with if they're going to kick them out of their house. And I think those are terrible people, Ben. I don't agree. You know, you bring in an animal, you're there to actually support, protect, be a caretaker, be a guardian for the animal, not to kick them out and if they're doing something you may not like. I don't think there's any excuse for that whatsoever. SMT, you got to go. Have a good night, SMT. It's nice seeing you, and good luck with your channel moving, kind of moving in the future. We're going to hang with Max here for a few more minutes, and then we're going to go hang with Mr. Tang for a little bit and kind of go from there. And that's part of the problem. There are too many humans out there that they'll get a kitty, they'll get a puppy. They're cute, they're young, they're like, oh, they're so sweet. But then they get older, maybe they get a little lazy, or maybe they start to develop some sort of they slow down. They start to develop some kind of a behavioral issue or a medical issue. They start peeing or they start pooping away from the litter box or out of the litter box. And instead of taking the time and investment to figure out why they are doing this, because there's always a medical or a reason of some sort, they kick them out. Hello there, the Homeless Man Spoon. That is an interesting channel name, I must admit. One of the more unique channel names I think I've ever seen. How are you doing? Do you have kitties? If you do, hello and welcome. I do remember Dango. Is this Dango the Mango? I do believe. You got those kickies, Maxie? Lewis, your first adoption was Cookie, left behind by a family that moved. Never had a pet, but instantly fell in love with Cookie. Okay, awesome, Lewis. Is Cookie one of the kind of community cats, or is this a cat from a while back, Lewis? You are Dango. Awesome. Well, welcome back. All right, I know, Max. There's nothing on the plate. It's like that's so annoying to me. Oh, I know. Just get your little belly. You get that belly. You rub that belly. You rub the belly of the beast. I know that's a good belly. Ben, one day you found a stray, hungry kitty you're taking care of. There's a little bit of walking, a few steps. So a few steps there. But I don't know, maybe you all couldn't tell. He was kind of walking on his toes a little bit more. He still kind of walks on his hocks a little bit. Lewis, that was back in 2009. She's in heaven now. She lived to be 10. Or you had her for 10 years, and you think she was 16 or 17 when she passed on. Okay. Catitude, yeah, for sure. It's the same with dogs. People leave dogs too. They're like, time to pack up. Well, dog, bye. We're just gonna kick you out. Hope you can, you know, find a life somewhere. Hello there. Is it Jiddle? Hello. All right, so we're gonna say goodbye to Max for now. Hello there, Margot, and hello there, Kristen. I hope you all are doing well. We visited Max for a little bit, and now we're gonna go Visit. We're gonna go visit Ancient Orange. Hello, Mr. Orangey. Come on, buddy. I don't feel like going over there, so you come on over here. Hey, buddy. Oh, I know, it's Ancient Orange. Henry, you love cats? Awesome. Well, you're in the right place, Henry. Do you have cats yourself? Now, unfortunately, these kitties are going to have a bit of a rough day because we have somebody coming in tomorrow. They need to do some touch-up paint in a few spots. And, excuse me, when we had our carpet installed, some of the carpet is a little too high with some of the doors, so you can't even like stick your finger underneath the door. You can barely stick it underneath the door. So somebody's going to come up and kind of shave the bottom of the door like a quarter of an inch, a half an inch or so there's proper ventilation with the doors. Jitty. I'm sorry if I'm going to screw that name up. Jitty, your kitty is also an orange tabby. What's the kitty's name? John, you had some thunderstorms? We had a thunderstorm yesterday or the night before. I can't recall. Margot, yes. Tang is behaving, much to his displeasure. Tut, awesome name. King Tut. Oh, Mr. Tang. Now, Tang, we've had to, you can see we had to cut his nails. So his nails are not the razor sharp daggers that they normally are. So they're a little duller. He's like, "Why are you doing to this, me human? Why are you doing to this?" I know, just rub your butts. It's all about your butts. Oh, hello, Dango the Mango. Oh, hello, Orangey. You're kidnapping Tang? Okay. Well, I will say, Dango, if you do kidnap Tang, make sure that you don't have any carpet in your home because he is a carpet gremlin. He will eat and chew up all of your carpet in your home. So just a fair warning. My wife is saying the gremlin is not happy. I guess you had to bring her inside, huh? Tut was a 2-year-old alley cat. Had him for 3 years. He's changed your life for the better, and you love him dearly. Isn't that amazing what cats can do? And this is nothing against dogs because dogs have their place as well, and dogs are also amazing creatures. But to me, there's just something always special about cats, mystical, almost magical. I'm not quite sure how to put how to use the proper words with it, but just something quite amazing about these kitties. I have heard many others also kind of say the same thing. They're Jay or Jitty. I'm just going to call you Jay if it's okay. That cats have changed people's lives, turned their lives around potentially. Maybe they were in a dark place, maybe they were in an unhappy place, and a cat found them. Right time, right place, and changed their life for the better. So I agree. Hello there, Valentina. Hello. Ben, is the laser light toy not good for cats? Your wife told you that cats would be disappointed. Ben, there's definitely two sides. There's two camps for that. Some people do say yes, never use a laser toy because a cat can never actually like put their hands on it, like physically like touch it, right? Other people say it's fine. You know, there's nothing, there's no concern about it. There's nothing to worry about. I do have laser toys. I don't use them very often, but I don't think there's an issue with it. I don't ever, I've never had an issue with it. And, you know, when I psychically talk to these cats, they seem like they're okay, except for Yoda, who's a nutcase, anyways. So I can see people are kind of saying some different comments on that. Something that Mary Paz heard from Jackson Galaxy. John is also kind of saying they can never catch. So, like I said, there's definitely Maya saying it's good for exercise, which it is. There's definitely some, you know, varying thoughts on that, but I'm under the opinion that it doesn't hurt. I will also say always make sure that you have various types of toys, whether they're a laser toy, you know, balls, cats, fish, string toys. Just got to be careful with string toys, scratching posts. You know, just make sure that you have a variety of enriching toys for them, things that you can play with them, and things that they can play with themselves as well. Hey, Connie, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Oh, Connie, I think I'm going to give that person one more day. If I don't hear anything from them, Connie, tomorrow, or today, I should say, I'm going to find a comment from you and I'm going to ask you if you want to get that toy for that giveaway. And we'll figure that out, like the details via email, if that's good on your end. Just let me know. Bye, Maria Paz. You'll return if you can. Okay, cool. We're going to be here for about another half hour or so. Oh, Tang. He's at the cube of destruction. Doop, 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 doop. Oh, we got some big booms. I don't know if y'all can hear that. You probably can't hear a thunder through the cell phone or whatever you might be watching this on. Definitely some big booms though. Hello, Sue. How you doing, Sue? Hope you're doing well, Sue. I'm gonna make you blue, Sue. All right, Tank. Let's get a toy for you. Now, also, what we've been doing with Tang too is giving him some more uh, positive feedback because we're obviously trying to get him to not scratch on the carpet. We've been putting a more concerted effort into making sure that he's being simulated, properly stimulated positively. We think that helps, you know, because we're kind of taking away something with the scratching of the carpet and we're just adding like something else in its replacing it. Hello there, Weird Dino. Weird Dino, Boo Boo hasn't been doing a lot better. I know Weird, you were here on Tuesday, but I'm glad that she's eating, so that's good. You want this ball? Ben, I think so. To my understanding and to my experience of being with cats for some 30 plus years or so, a cat's tail is definitely a way that you can tell if they're excited, if they're fearful, if they're angry, etc. You can definitely tell a lot from a cat's tail for sure. Hello there, Tina. Welcome, Tina, if you are new. Thank you for the comments. Ooh, ham. Weird. I mean, I'm glad the kitty's eating, but ham is not necessarily as I like, especially if it's a processed food. That's not really the best. But like you were saying, though, I mean, a cat's got to eat something. So, oh, something you can try. I was thinking about this, Dino, after Friday. Something you could try that's usually safe for a cat and it won't cause like a tummy ache. Boiled chicken. Basic boiled chicken, not seasoned, nothing like that. Just boil up the chicken and try that. That is something that sometimes will help or encourage a cat to eat. Sue, your packing is going well, and you got rid of most of your plants and other giveaways. Is there a time frame, Sue, on when you're looking to do what you're doing, like making that move? Sometime over the next few months or so. John, boiled catfish. I have not heard of that one. That is new to me. But boiled catfish, okay. Jay, you're heading out. Have a good night. Bruce, yep. Happy birthday to your wife. Hope she has a good one. Let me check on the time. We're at about 32 minutes in. Okay. Now, yesterday, our live stream went fine all the way up until about 50 minutes. 50 minutes in, that's when we got people trying to say if this is a cooking cat channel, which Lewis kicked out or timed out. And then we had our crazy person who got all offended that I was talking about Rosemary being, Skeletor. So we'll see what happens tonight. Yes, there's definitely some rain going on there, Bruce, which is good because our grass needs rains. Well, it's funny, Maya. So the person then, after the live stream was over, he made a comment that this was like a horrible channel and that he got kicked out just for asking a question. And then I replied to him, I'm like, come on now, be honest with me. The reason you got timed out, not kicked out, was because you were trying to like make a funny joke, ha ha, we eat cats here, ha ha ha. Which I kind of called them out for, and I have yet to get a reply, and I don't expect to get a reply from them either. Maya, just leave the channel alone. I can't do that, Maya. Sometimes I'm a little it's part of my advocacy for cats. So, sometimes everything is well and dandy and is good, and sometimes it just isn't. So, that's just what I do from time to time. Bruce, never apologize, and this goes to anybody. Obviously, you don't ever have to say that you're sorry that you missed the live. I realize, that hey, life happens, and or maybe you just aren't feeling up to it. Maybe you got something going on. So no worries. Ever, never, ever have any worries about that. Oh, Maya, no, I understand what you're saying in that aspect. Then, that's just not going to happen. Some people like to. Let me put it this way, Maya. Some people they're able to dish out stuff, but when it comes back onto them, they don't know how to react. They don't do well. They can dish it out, but they can't take it, type of thing. Is Tang grounded, Jesse? Why do you say that? I mean, he's in his normal room during these live streams because we have Rosemary out. John, I don't know if I'm the best. I'm okay from time to time. You're back again because finally somebody here decided to, yeah, yep. Well, you never know. You never know. That was silly in the end, but hey, again, it happens. Oh, Jesse, no. I don't know if you were you here on Tuesday, Jesse. I think you were here, right? So we clipped his nails, which is not a lot of it stopped a lot of his clawing of the carpet, right? And then we also laid blankets like all up and down the stairs on the side. So that was his main area of destruction with the staircase. So since we've done that, he hasn't done anything. What's your question, Dango? What you got? All right, we're gonna leave Tang. Speaking of Tango, we're gonna go check on the old ladies. We're gonna look at Tang's butt for a second before we do that. He's like, "See my butt, people? It looks good, doesn't it?" And we're gonna go check on Yoda. Dango, should you join the army? Well, I mean, if you want to join the army. I know, Yoda, you're like, where's my toy at, human? It's live stream time. Where's my toy? Where's my toy? When it's live, I go on to get my toy. Not today, Yoda. No toy. You hear me? No toy. No. No. All right, let me catch up on the comments here. Connie needs help. Connie, I'm sorry. Sometimes I lose track of the comments. So hang on, Connie. Let me get to your question. Let me see what you're saying here. Hi, Zelda. Connie, you have an outdoor cat who just started chewing her leg, okay? The fur is coming out, so you gave her some flea medicine. You hope this helps. Any thoughts? Have you been able to, see any fleas on the cat? Can you, hold the cat, Connie? Can you get close enough where you can handle the cat? I don't know if this is like a feral cat or semi-feral or what the situation is, so let me know, have you actually seen anything? Because it could be fleas, it could be allergies, it could be alopecia, it could be a tick, it could be a few things. And those in chat also, you can, what do y'all think? Weird Dino, you don't know if you mentioned, but you and your family have been taking care of a stray cat. We named him Baby, but he's really skinny. Your sister's hand went in between his ribs. Well, that's not a good thing. Yoda, hi. You're not getting a toy tonight. It's not happening. Yoda? No. No, sir. So she's semi-feral, didn't see any fleas, but she has a thick coat. Do you happen to have, Connie, a flea brush? Something kind of similar to this. This isn't actually, this isn't my flea comb, but this kind of can be used as a flea comb. Do you have something like that? Because if you do, and if you brush them with a flea comb, you can definitely check, or definitely find out if the kitty's got fleas or not. How long has this been going on as well? Jesse, have you had cats that scratch doors? Yes, Yoda scratches doors. Yeah, Connie, if you have a flea comb, Whenever you have an opportunity, I would definitely try to, get the kitty like in your hands and kind of like comb around. Your main areas you want to comb around, Connie. You might already know this, but a lot of the times fleas will be kind of like in the back of the neck, the base of the neck. They'll be in the armpit area. They'll be by the base of the tail. Those are sometimes where fleas like to congregate because those are like the warmer areas on the cat. Yeah, Lewis, it could be. Hello there, Lisa. Which cat? We have 9. So which one? The one right here, this meowing monster. If you're talking about this guy, this is Yoda. This is the baby. That's Zelda. That's Tiny. Don't let her name fool you though, because she's not tiny. Uh, that's Pandora. And Kit is under the bed, and then we have a few more outside of this room. Hello, baby. Yeah, Connie, did let me know or keep the kind of like keep me in the loop of what's going on with that kitty and how things are going. Hello there, Peter Jones. Looks like a gold mine for Rockstar for voiceover shorts. I have no idea what that means, so but hello and welcome. Jesse, Pandora used to be the troublemaker, but Pandora just sleeps now. She's old. She's like, I'm old and retired. Yoda's the main troublemaker. Meow. Come here. Come here, you whiny little kitty cats. Dango, Max is in his room. Dango, you were her earlier, weren't you? Wasn't your name the homeless spoon or something? Jesus. I've never seen NCIS when it was good, bad, or unwatchable. Never watched that show. Bruce, the only thing I will say on Zelda is we had to give her some sub-Q fluids last night because we haven't what am I trying to say? We haven't seen her poop recently in the last day or two. So that is somewhat concerning. So if that keeps it up, we have to maybe take her into the vets and get her looked at. She might have to have an x-ray done to see if there's a blockage going on and possibly an enema. But beyond that, though, she's doing okay. John, let me get to what you're saying here. You have cats that you found when they were very young, each in their own different ways. Your email address is on your channel description page. Okay, yep. Yeah, I mean, and if y'all want to talk about your channel, I mean, I'm fine with that as well. And I can like highlight some of the channels here. So, the four cat billies in a Virginia shack, Virginia mountain shack. He's got a channel. He's got 4 adorable kitty cats. John, forgive me if I don't remember all their names. I'm always terrible with names. Itzerman, Raven Poe, King Louie, and Itsy Bitsy or Bella, I think. um, Let me see who else. Nine Furballs has a channel. He's shorts, which he does, just kind of shows his kitties. His like 9 that he has. Sydney Cat, I don't know if Sydney Cat's on the live stream anymore. She was on earlier. She might or might not be, but she also has a channel featuring Sydney Cat, one kitty. Very cute kitty. And yeah, that's it. Do the cats ever fight each other? Sometimes. These are cats. They don't always get along. In these live streams, I know it always seems like they're just so peaceful, but they're not necessarily always so peaceful. They definitely have their moments. Sometimes the baby, and I was going to point at Pandora over there. So that's Pandora, just that bed. Where's Pandora at? No, Pandora's over there. Sometimes they fight. Sometimes the baby, or sometimes Yoda and Tiny, who's just staring at the fountain. I think there's a spider crawling on the fountain, actually, a little tiny spider. You gonna get that spider, Tine Tine? Or are you just gonna stare at it? He's like, yeah, what do you want, human? Well, John, you're welcome. Absolutely, you're welcome. Jesse, I think you had a question. What cat would you steal? What cat would steal your car if they could? No, none of these cats know how to drive. I didn't teach any of them how to drive, thankfully. All right. Speaking of Rosemary Catitude, we are going to actually go down and go visit Skeletor for a little bit. So we are going to say goodbye to these crazy kitties. Yoda, you made it. See, no toy. You didn't lose your mind. Now, when I come back up here, Yoda, this room better be in okay shape still. You better have not written stuff onto the walls that I didn't give you your cat toy, right? Yoda? Right? All right, Zeus. I know. Who likes a good chin rub still, huh, Zelda? Yoda. Let's start back up. No. No. Jesse, no. There have been no combative people, I will say. Not today. Not yet, but then again, it's not time yet. Nope, 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 nope. Sorry, Yoda. All right, down the staircase of blankets. Why? What's up? I agree. You want to go into the bathroom, honey?
You need a storage closet?
Jesse, no, I can't say I've tried to slide down the banister. I think I'd break the banister, to be honest, there. Rosie, you cannot go out there. We let you out there, the wind will pick you up and take you for a ride. You'd be like a cat kite. I know, honey. Is the storm upsetting you? Come here, honey. I know. Come here for a second. I know. Come here. Why? Okay. Now, see, you want to get some of your soda? If you ever want to have a good night with a cat, just give them some Coca-Cola. I actually don't, but might be impressionable people watching, or those who cannot handle saying certain things, or doing certain things. Nope, you don't want to go in your little cubby. You're thinking about going in your cubby. I know it's pretty appealing, isn't it? Oh, we're gonna make our way into our sink. Our sink is blocked. Quite sad. You know, Catitude, she can't hear it, but I definitely think, though, that she can sense thunderstorms. I think with like the bariatric pressure, it can affect her. I know it affects me. I mean, does anybody else, like, you know, especially those who might be not spring chickens like I'm not, have a little bit of age, a little bit of mileage on their bodies? Do you have you know, like any body parts that you can definitely feel like the bad weather starting to set in? Like for me, my knee, since my knee's kind of all messed up, one of my knees is a little messed up. It definitely, when we have these times, it's a little achy. My wife says I'm circling, so I guess I was for a moment. It says I'm live again. So we might cut this a little short. I got, what is it, about 9 minutes or so until an hour. And Rosemary's going to jump over to my wife, and my wife doesn't like to be on camera. So we should be live again. Let me know. John Ravenpoe is jumping around. Need to do his birthday. All right, John, we'll see you later if we don't see you again before this is over. No, Jesse, didn't you hear my answer? I've never slid down the banister. Have you slid down a banister before? Hi, honey bunny. All right, I'm gonna go in about 3 minutes, just based off of the weather. So I'm gonna give this about 3 more minutes, and then I'm gonna finish up. Question. What's your question, Dino? Is it about Rosemary? Hi, honey. Hi, you little gremlin. I know. You're a good girl. Hi, honey bunny. Who's a good little baby girl. I know. You got your good rubs? Yeah, Lewis, you know, the thing with Rosemary, you probably noticed on when you catch these live streams, or maybe, well, yeah, mostly on live streams. Uh, Sometimes she is very active like this, and other times, you know, she just lays, lays and breathes, and that's it. Wow, 27 pounds, Bruce. That is a lot. Oh, also, Lewis, I did finally check out Tuesday night that one cat. What was the cat's name? Pumbaa, I think. I did check it out. I can definitely see why it gets a lot of views. I mean, that's a big, basically like wild animal. Um, I don't. I guess I kind of have varying thoughts on that. Is like one, I don't know the backstory of that, so I don't know if like that's uh, a rescue kind of situation, or you know, or not. But I don't I don't know if it's I just don't know if that's a right situation. Um, if that, you know, animal should be kind of, it looked like they had, because I watched a few like little videos and things like that just to kind of check their property. It looks like they got a lot of property, but I'm not sure. I just don't know if I agree with having basically a wild animal as a pet per se, if you will. I'm just not sure on that. I can see it both ways. Connie Gibbs is about 20 pounds. That is a pretty big kitty. Garden, did you know that cats can follow hand signals? I do. Yep. Cats are actually, and this is the one thing about cats compared to dogs. I think a lot of people like have this misconception that dogs are overall smarter and quote unquote trainable. But the truth of the matter really is, cats are just as intelligent, if not even more intelligent because cats can be trained, but they don't. They train humans instead, so they're actually smarter than dogs in that aspect. That was a rather loud boom. Where do you know? You taught your other cat how to skateboard and paint. Well, you should be starting to make some videos then. That'd be very entertaining to see. Yes, my wife just gave me the kind of like hint, hint. We are over my time because my time was 3 minutes, and she was just reminding me Max does not do well usually in these kind of weather conditions, especially if he's in a room by himself. Excuse me. So I am going to wrap up here. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night. I appreciate you all spending a little bit of time with me and these kitties. Always remember to adopt, not shop. Always think about adopting those senior cats. All cats, of course, but as always, those senior cats are kind of, that special place in my heart that they always. It's more difficult to get them adopted out than anybody else. And always, always, always speak up for those who cannot. And until then, I won't be here on Saturday, but I will be here on Tuesday. Again, normal time, normal place, normal everything else. So I hope you all have a wonderful night. Rosemary says goodbye, and watch my short with Yoda arguing about tuna. And we'll look at Rosemary's butt for one last second. This has been the butt cat stream, apparently. And we will see you all next time. All right, bye, all. Take care.